Now, greetings to my fellow financial analysts. This is my team, Amy, Minh, and Chris, and we are presenting an investment thesis surrounding the assumption of increased solar flare activity from our sun. This investment thesis leads with the buy recommendation of AGL, which is at $11.02 and is expected to rise 77.66% to $19.58. And we recommend a sell of Telstra, which is currently $3.88 and is expected to fall 47.84% to $2.02. The main premise of this investment thesis assumes the Earth's magnetic field and atmosphere is enough to protect the surface from the harmful effects of increased ionization. Miyake, Oskin, and Polyanov provide enough evidence for us to be confident electronics on the ground with proper preparation can be protected, such as AGL solar plants, whereas Telstra's satellites are inaccessible and cannot be equipped with the necessary protection. Now I pass on to my colleague Amy, who has worked on the AGL valuation and will discuss the shock to AGL specifically.
Thank you, Tristin. We believe that AGL Energy can utilize its solar plant assets to absorb extra energy from the solar flare shock. Here we have the valuation of AGL Corporation by the discounted cash flow model. We expect high sales growth between 2024 and 2026 when the firm has efficient infrastructure and supplies to boost solar output after periods of R&D and innovation. Also, cost of goods sold should rise due to product line expansion, quality enhancements, and R&D costs. Moving on to the assumption, we estimate the discount rate to be 10.05% using a terminal growth rate of 2%. Our risk-free rate was derived from the 10-year Australian government bond yields and the market risk premium pertaining from unavailable financial publication. From the valuation, we forecast the share price to be 1958 Australian dollars, which when compared to the market share price of $11.02, showed an increase in value of roughly 78%. The sensitivity analysis conducted shows that the base value rises by $2.3 on average for every 50 basis point discount rate fall, while other factors stay constant. In addition, despite a 50 basis point increase in the discount rate, AGL share price to perform better than the market. Therefore, we give a strong buy recommendation. In the next session, Minh will show his working on the impact of the shock from Telstra.
Thank you, Amy. For the assumption, the asset turnover of Telstra satellites is forecast to be extremely expensive and take up to 3 years to complete. In the meantime, we expect that Telstra will experience negative sales growth. For the valuation model, the Australian telecommunication market is currently not too competitive, with only 3 big players, Telstra, Vodafone, and Optus. Therefore, the beta of the company will be 0.56, resulting in a WACC of 6.1%. The estimated share price of Telstra is $2.02, which is 40% lower than the current share price of $3.88. My sensitivity analysis show that the share price is very sensitive to discount rate. This suggests that a low discount rate is important for getting a reasonable estimate of a share price. As you can see on the table, Telstra net income will be negative for the next 3 years, causing a significant decrease in the firm free cash flow. Taking a further look at Telstra revenue component, the graph showed that Telstra cost of goods sold would skyrocket after the solar flare, but its revenue will also decrease due to the disruption of the satellite mobile service, causing a negative net income and a decreased forecasted share price. Next up, my colleague Chris will explain to you the effect of the solar flare event on the two industries.
Thank you, Minh. The initial reaction of the energy sector will be a shock, as 93% of Australian energy is not produced by solar panels and will lose their competitive advantage. Solar panels, on the other hand, become significantly cheaper, thus the energy sector will 1, produce more solar panels, and 2, rely more on the current solar panels. This will be on top of higher demand for energy as solar flares produce harsh UV light, forcing people to stay inside, which previously has meant a higher demand for energy. The 3 largest players are AGL, Origin Energy, and Energy Australia, with 23%, 27%, and 14.9% market share respectively, and their percentages of energy production being solar is 5%, 13%, and 4% respectively. Regarding the telecommunications industry, the entire industry would shut down. Consumers will lose the ability to use satellite TV, data roaming, and telecommunications. Thus, they will leave the market. When consumers re-enter the market after satellites are relaunched into orbit, they will seek the cheapest and best alternatives, meaning a high mobility between businesses. This will disproportionately affect businesses with a large market share prior to the solar flare event, as well as businesses with high costs. Telstra holds 45% of the Australian market, with Optus holding 19.3% and Vodafone having 9.5%. Telstra will be the hardest affected from this event. Based on our hypothetical shock and assumptions, the buy recommendation is AGL and the sell recommendation is TLS. Thank you for your time.